Welcome to Park Bench Interviews, hosted by Randy Goodman, Harvey Callis Real Estate, your real estate professional. Get to know our community, our businesses, products, and services that will elevate your life. Please welcome your hostess, Randy Goodman.
Hey everybody, it's Randy Goodman here from Randy Goodman Real Estate.com, and I am super excited to have Suzie DaCamara here with me. She is an awesome lady. She is a reflexologist. She's into health, but she's also a bookkeeper, and she does a lot in the community. She's also worked with me over the years and volunteered, and I just love her. So I know you will too. So welcome, Suzie.
Thank you, Randy. How are you?
I am fabulous, and as you can see, the sun is shining in. I'm trying to block the rays, but they actually
I
look
know
really
it's an
cool.
absolutely beautiful day today. Yes,
So tell us a little bit about.
We are blessed to have a sunshiny day today.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about Suzie. What have you done in your lifetime, and what brought you to where you are today?
You're breaking up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about you and what brought you to where you are today.
Well, that's quite an interesting question. And I'm first and foremost, thank you for having me on this morning and wanting to get me out there and wanting to, tell you a bit about me and what I do. So I appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. That's it's an honor for me. And as you just already said, I've worked with you in different venues with empowering women to succeed and being a volunteer. So that's where my journey was to meet you, how I met you, and being a co-author with one of your books on volume number 4, Leap. That's also an accomplishment for me.
Congrats.
And on the 365 stories, that's another one that I'll co-author with you as well. Yeah. And thank you for those 2 opportunities. And who knows, maybe I'll come out with my own book now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So yeah, I pretty much, I have about 25 years in financing background, doing banking and accounting. When I started first, I used to do mortgages and loans.
Wow.
With one of the financial institutions here. So then little by little, I've dipped into little different things, but it's always come back to doing financing and accounting. So the last place, actually, I'm still with them. I'm volunteering with them now. It's a nonprofit organization. What we do there is we help people that are in the community that are in recovery. So what I do there now, I'm more into like the healing part. So I do acupuncture inside the ear in 5 spots. Okay. So basically, one is the liver, heart, kidneys. So there's the 5 points, and then basically what we do is we go into meditation and we leave them for about an hour, and it helps with anxiety and depression. Wow. And bringing them and leaving them grounded. Okay. So I quite enjoy that, and I have a lot of clients that come and see me there. Good. So that's one of the things that I do there with the wellness center there. And besides that, I also do reflexology, and I do Reiki myself as well. I have a level 2 degree. So yeah, I'm just a little bit of everything.
I love it. So what made you get into the volunteering part?
The give and back part is a very important part for me. It's we always have to be grateful for everything that we do. The opportunities that come along with being a volunteer is phenomenal. But not only that, it's just the sense of feeling accomplished, that you're able to do something for someone, and somebody who perhaps are in dire need for something, or they have no way out. Being there for somebody, that means a lot. You don't even know, when you see somebody, you don't know what they might be going through. So just a little smile, or trying to be compassionate, because I know it's hard being there, because I've been there myself.
Right. Yeah, it's so difficult, and we just really never know. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
Correct.
And you just never know. So if somebody's in a grumbly mood, it may have nothing to do with you. You know,
Absolutely.
they might have heard something really traumatic or been through something, that they're having a hard time getting through. So I think us learning to be a little more compassionate, and our situation right now with COVID might be helping that a little for some people, right? Um,
Exactly.
so thank you for giving back and being part of the community.
Yeah,
Um,
especially this time, at this time, like you said, what's going on in the world, trying to reach out to someone, people, maybe somebody who you haven't talked to in a while,
exactly.
pick up the phone and call them, give them, say hello, you're thinking about them,
Mhm.
that little, that little call that you just made might have saved somebody's life.
Exactly. I try to do that every single day. Think, okay, who haven't I talked to in a
Yes,
while? And I know there's so many people, so it's like so hard to get through
it
everybody.
is.
But
It
you
is.
just you just think, who might be alone, who might, just need a little hello and whatnot. So yeah, I'm glad you're thinking
Absolutely.
like that. Thank you. So Susie, how are you coping through this time? Because a lot of us are working from home. What's your situation?
So I am also currently working from home. I've been actually the last couple of weeks. Actually, this is going to be my fifth week working from home. So what I've been doing, I am sticking with a group that, we get together every morning. We have conversations over coffee every
Good.
morning at 10 o'clock. Just
That's
keeping that
awesome.
conversation open. And if anybody is interested, joining our conversations in the morning, just send me a private message on Facebook, or you can reach me through Randy, and then, we'll get you in that conversation going. And yeah,
Wow,
so we
that's awesome.
basically it's a bunch of people. We have people from all over the world that join our coffee meeting in the morning, or
Wow.
coffee conversations in the morning. And
Yeah.
we just talk about, how they may be feeling, and then, how maybe somebody's having an issue that day. So we're trying to be a supportive community to one another.
Wow.
So along with that, basically, I've also started to make sure that I keep myself busy doing exercise.
Yeah.
So I've also joined I have a friend of mine who is like, I guess, what do you call those, bodybuilders, right?
Okay.
So he's been doing free sessions on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
um you know a shout out to him. And he's been teaching us every day for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour,
Wow.
and how
Okay.
to work weights. And so I'm actually sticking with it, and I'm enjoying it. Who knows, one of these days I might be a bodybuilder.
All right. Awesome. I love that. Wow. Okay, that's phenomenal. I love the fact that you have this group together of people supporting, and we will have links for people to be able to connect with you in this interview on this interview page. And yeah, it's amazing how you can still be supportive and be there for each other even though we can't physically be together. And are you able to get out for walks or?
Oh yes, that's another important thing. So I do the weight parts at night, like I do the exercise part with the weights at night, and every morning I go before even everybody gets up. I think around 6 o'clock. As soon as I start seeing it's starting to get a little bit lighter, I go and do it for 45-minute walk. So that's
Good.
helpful. You're taking in some fresh air, listening to the nature, the birds chirping. It's just so grounding and so beautiful, and just I love it.
Yeah, and those are things we probably don't normally do, right?
Trust me, there's days I don't want to get out of bed and do it, but
No, but
but
I
we
mean,
have to, right?
like
It's yeah,
pre-COVID, right? Like
yes,
you weren't necessarily thinking about that. So
no,
now that I think this has given everybody a completely different view on life and view on what we do and how we do things. And I'm not sure it will ever go back to normal after this.
I don't know. I don't know if we can ever go back to that where we used to be before. I think it's impossible. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's so much to be learned from what we're going through right now, and experience that I don't think none of us would ever think that we'd be going through right now.
No,
Right.
no.
So it's a lesson to be learned. And, you know, I'm hoping that we will have a better, worlds, I should say, for the lack
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm excited to see what's coming in the future.
Oh, thank you. So tell me what got you into the health part, because you've been doing the bookkeeping part for so long. So what drove you to the health part?
The health part. Okay, so that's a quite interesting story. I was working for a company and I was doing accounting with them as well. I was accounting supervisor, and basically what happened is that I went to work for them. Uh, I was supervising there, and all of a sudden something happened with the company, and we started, they were getting less and less staff there. So it's basically me and my manager that was working there. So I went from having 7 people on below me doing work for me, and I ended up having to do everything by myself. So I started getting really sick, a lot of
Wow.
stress,
Okay.
and I got off work one day and I was just having heart palpitations. And I'm like, this is not good. So I went to the doctor, and they thought I was having a heart attack.
Right.
So they gave me a little bit of time off, about 2 weeks with stress leave.
Okay.
When I went back to work, they decided that they're no longer going to keep me.
Oh.
So I decided, okay, you know what? This is time for me to take care of me. There was other things going on in my life at that time. So I reached out to a coach of mine, and he's also a counselor.
Okay.
So I spoke to him, and little by little, I started learning about counseling skills, how to help other people that are going through the same type of situations or
Mm-hmm.
even worse.
Right.
And so I have also my counseling skills certificate with him. Yeah, so I started dipping into little things, and then I became I did my Reiki first
Okay.
for healing from distance as well. And I loved it so much, I decided I want to add to my modalities.
Okay.
So I added reflexology. So I'm also a reflexologist. From there, when I got together with this other company, now that I'm acupuncture detoxification specialist,
Wow.
so I'm adding a little bit of things into my my repertoire, and
Yeah.
I'm loving every single minute, because when I do it from the heart. I try to heal people from the heart, right? I'm not doing
Right.
it for the monetary reasons.
Right.
I'm doing it, actually, I'm a genuine person, and I do it from the heart.
You are absolutely a genuine person. I absolutely love you. You're such a sweetheart.
Thank
So,
you.
where can people get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me is obviously through my number, 647-271-2466. You can call me there anytime, 24/7. You can also, I'm on Facebook under Suzie DaCamara, SUZIE. My last name is DaCamara, DaCamara. And you can also find me on LinkedIn under my full name, which is Suzette, Suzette. Same last name. And yeah, so any of those ways you can try to call me, but the best way is probably to reach me is through my phone number.
Okay, perfect. And we will have that information below so that you guys have it to connect with Suzie. You don't have to worry about trying to write it down from,
No, just
from
exactly. We can put it all in the link below.
Perfect, perfect. Well, Suzie, thank you so much for sharing with us. Is there any last remarks or tips or anything you'd like to give people before we sign off?
Yes, absolutely. The only thing I can say right now is in order for us to love others, we need to love ourselves first. We can't expect everybody else to love us if we don't. And that's one thing I learned, and I struggled with that. So I'm like, why is it nobody loves me? Or, why am I having such a hard time? But at the end of it, you have to love yourself first. That's the most important thing. When you're going to an airplane, what do they tell you? They tell you need to put your mask on first before you can put it on your child, right? And it's exactly what it is. We need to love ourselves first in order before we can do and be able to help others. We have to help ourselves first. So take that opportunity and take that time to, have a great gratitude journal. Be grateful for every single thing, because you're at exactly the same place where you need to be. There's no coincidences in life.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much, Randy. It's been an honor again. Thank you so much for inviting me to be on with you today.
Well, thank
So
you.
yeah, You're such a
Thank
lovely
you.
lady, and you know I love you to the moon and back.
Yeah, same. And thank you for sharing that with me. And, you know, I learned so much from you, and I can't wait for everybody else to learn from you as well, or take up your services and connect with you. So thank you, Suzie, for being on, and I look forward to connecting with you again.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you
Yes.
too. If anybody has an elderly person that, they need to look after and they're not even have the time, I have also able to after elderly people.
Okay.
So your companionship. So that's also important. We can't forget those elderly people. They're very important people too.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll have the links for people to reach out to you, and that's
Okay.
awesome. Thank you, Suzie.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Randy. Have a wonderful day and lots of hugs and
You
kisses to
too.
you.
Yeah,
All right. Love you. Bye.
me too.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this interview hosted by Randy Goodman. We hope you will take action and connect with the incredible business people and leaders in our community. And remember, Randy is always here to answer any questions you have regarding your real estate needs. Be sure to register on the website and stay up to date on what's happening in your area at parkbench.com/millpond.